everyone.
Hi everyone. So decided to film this video on a whim because it is currently 2022. Yeah, time has really passed really fast, and I decided to do this just to do a little reflection on 2021 and how it has went for me personally. Yeah, I have my notes on my phone. I will be sharing my 2021 experiences with you guys. This video will just be like a little bit of a reflections video about how I felt during 2021 regarding different kinds of genres and stuff. Let's just get to this. Oh, this is so weird talking in front of the camera. So now it's 2022 as I'm filming this video lah. So it's crazy how time has basically flew by and we have spent another year in quarantine, which was 2021. And actually thinking about it, right, it hasn't actually been that long since Corona hit in the end of 2019. And then we spent the whole of 2020 trying to fight the virus, 2021 as well. So Corona has actually been with us for 2 years in quarantine. Let's just process that for a moment because it really didn't feel like 2 years. Let's hope that we can hope for the best in 2022 and hopefully the economy will open a lot more so that we can transition back into the normal phase. Even though technically now we're just all wearing masks and like HBL and work from home and stuff. But I would really like to meet people face to face more often in university now, especially since every semester is a different module, so we meet different people every semester. Even though I did make good friendships in my modules for last sem, we don't keep in contact anymore. Anyway, enough about the situation at hand. Let's just see how 2021 has treated us in the different aspects of life. So the first category will be academics. For me, 2021 was the year after my A-levels, so I actually had a full 6 months to rest and play before university started. And during the time after A-levels, I actually didn't really touch much on academics, except during my internship during the first 3 months of the year. If y'all know, y'all know. Yeah, those 3 months were probably the only times I actually did acats. So yeah, and then after that, I didn't really touch academics until university started. Definitely, I've lost touch with a lot of the things that I've learned during JC. So when I entered university, actually a lot of the things were like, oh my god, I learned this before, but I just don't remember. So everything was so blur, and I really needed to take a lot of time out of my schedule to revise my A-level concepts for 2021 when university started. So if y'all are not sure and you guys don't know, the course that I'm taking currently in university is pharmaceutical science in NUS, which is also known as the National University of Singapore. But I'm also very interested in coding, like computing. As such, if y'all recall from my previous videos that I have uploaded, I have actually a lot of coding videos. This was because I took an unrestricted elective, and it was a module called CS 1010. NUS people, if y'all know, y'all know. Yeah, definitely it was a struggle. I should have taken 1010S, but I took 1010. At the end of the year, when I checked my results for Sem 1, definitely the coding was my worst subject. Even though I thoroughly enjoyed learning about coding. However, I just think that I wasn't able to process and understand it fast enough to apply it to the assessments and such that we had. I actually learned a lot, so regardless of my results, even though they are really not up to my expectations, I definitely did learn a lot from that module that I took. So I'm grateful to have been able to take that module and learn so much from it. My academics definitely wasn't the best in 2021. Definitely had a burnout sometime in October because I was struggling so much with my coding, was struggling so much with my core module because I had to memorize so many things, and I think I just didn't study very smart in 2021. Like, I could have done a lot of things better. My time planning, like time management, was really bad in 2021. So yeah, so hopefully when we enter 2022, I will be setting a lot more goals for myself, for my academics, and hopefully I'll be able to achieve those goals and walk out of Sem 2 feeling a bit better and walk out of 2002 feeling a bit better as well. Okay, moving on to the second category, which is friendships. Okay, so I would say that 2021 was quite balanced. In the first half of 2021, my friendships were very artificial, and I really felt very disconnected with all of my friends. However, in the second half of 2021, because I went to university and I managed to meet a lot more people, I felt that's where I actually gained a lot more friendships as well. In the earlier half of the year, which is January to June, I actually lost touch with my group of friends. So we kind of had a fallout. I'm not sure what happened. So we fell out and I pretty much just lost touch with them. I am so sorry. I pretty much just lost touch with them altogether. I don't want to put the blame on anybody for that happening, because I don't know their side of the story. I don't want to blame anybody, and I'm not gonna say anything much about it. Yeah, but maybe it's just what 2021 decided to bring to us lah. So when university started, so I joined this thing called RAG. It's actually receiving and giving. So it is something that NUS have for each faculty, and I joined it, and that was where my friendships actually started to blossom. I started to meet a lot more people. For RAG, it was I joined the dance item, as always, and up to now, 2022 started, and I'm still keeping in touch with all of them. And we are actually going to be working together as well for RAG 2022. The friendships I made at the start of university, actually, regardless of our differences, we still managed to keep close. And as lessons started, we also managed to get a lot closer, because we had to discuss projects and homework and, meetings, a lot of things that academics wise, non-academics wise, but I managed to meet a lot more people. Yeah, it was very nice to have a fresh start, to meet a lot of new people that come from very various backgrounds. After 2021, I would say my closest friends right now would be my dance friends. I'm in a CCA called Dance Ensemble. It is a NUS CCA, and because we were very busy preparing for internals as well as assessment for dance camp, which was actually held literally at the start of 2022. The second half of 2021, when CCA started, I actually made a lot of friends through my CCA. And I would say that they are definitely my closest friends right now. December provided so many chances for us to bond, and I'm really, really grateful for all of them. So, and not just that, because I took the UE, I made so many friends through that mod as well, because the mod was actually, I believe it was a gateway mod or a core module for computer engineering students. So I actually made a lot of computer engineering friends as well, which I still do keep in contact with. Although we are not very close, but I was struggling so much with CS, and I had to keep going to them help me please. Yeah, definitely I wouldn't have managed to pull through CS 1010 without them, so props to you guys. Okay, the fourth category that I would talk about is about personal growth. I believe in 2021 I actually neglected this a lot. If I reflect back to 2020, during my A-level year, I felt my personal growth and mental health was so much better in 2020 than in 2021. Because I hardly found the time to sit down, meditate, or even read, which is one of my hobbies. My mental health really didn't flourish a lot in 2021 because of my academics, my relationships, my friendships. I really didn't think about how to solve it, and I was under a lot of stress and had some anxiety attacks during 2021 as well, way more than I would have in 2020. But I guess on a good note for personal growth in 2021 is that I have actually been taking care of my skin a lot more. So my skin has actually gotten a lot better. I used to have really, really bad acne. I invested in some products, and I believe that my skin has been getting better day by day, and I'm really happy with the condition of my skin right now. Yeah. At the start of 2021, I was telling myself, okay, I have 6 months before university starts. I want to learn a new instrument, and I actually wanted to learn guitar. Sadly, I did not achieve that goal, but I believe dance-wise, I have improved significantly during 2021. During the break between JC and university, I actually managed to go for open classes, and 2021 actually provided so much more opportunities for me to go, because 2021 was where they started to open up and I was able to go for some open classes, which really broadened my horizons. And I have been working on my techniques and expressions. When I joined dance ensemble, I felt myself really step out from my comfort zone a lot more. It's something that I really haven't done before, like improvisation. I was so scared to do it before I joined the CCA, and after I joined, I felt so much more comfortable with it. And the seniors were also really nice. I believe I have improved significantly in my dance skills, and I guess that's one part of the personal growth that has improved during 2021. Because 2020 I didn't even have time to dance. And the last part of personal growth I would say is that I have been working out a lot more in 2021 than I had in 2020. I am getting more acceptable with my body because I've been working out a lot more and working on the areas that I'm not very satisfied with. I can see an improvement in that, and I will be working hard and bringing this attitude into 2022. Yeah. Okay, the last category is just miscellaneous things like work and stuff. So for work, I have mentioned just now that I had an internship in the first 3 months of 2021. And honestly, I think that internship was actually the most rewarding thing I had out of 2021. I would say, like, I will not go into detail of my internship. It has really helped me think a lot more carefully about my words and myself, and how to be a lot more creative in the way I express things as well. It also has helped me think more critically and on my feet. Yeah, so that's one part of my internship that really helped me grow a lot as a person as well. Afterwards, after those 3 months, I got a job at a polyclinic. Yeah, and it definitely was very eye-opening. I never knew how much healthcare workers had to go through, especially during this period of lockdown. To be honest, my polyclinic job, right, it was considered the better phase already, because we were actually already lifted from lockdown. It's just restricting the number of people that go out. And how to manage, like, in times of crisis, because healthcare, and also how to think on your feet, especially when there are people with attitude coming to you. Yes. And definitely my colleagues were really nice to me, and sometimes I really get very confused about what was going on, but they were all very kind and nice and really willing to explain the procedures and everything to me. Well, I honestly had a rewarding 3 months with them as well. Yeah. Alright, so that's about it for my reflection for 2021. Overall, 2021 has been a decent year. Like, it wasn't the best or the worst. If I were to compare it to 2020, I think it would be on par. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy 2021. I have definitely gained a lot of experience from it that I want to continue to bring into 2022. So 2021 has actually given me a lot more motivation and drive to follow my dreams and to work hard to achieve them as well. And I'll be working a lot harder on my academics in 2022. My results were really bad in semester 1, and I do not want semester 2 to be the same. I really want to do well in year 1 at least, and be able to find a decent internship during the summer break as well. I'll also be working a lot more on my fitness, because I want to achieve my goal by June 2022, so I'm afraid I might be less active on YouTube, but I'll still post whenever I can. Keep y'all entertained with my study vlogs and probably some like normal vlogs where I go out with my friends. So last few words about 2021. Thank you for your meaningful and eye-opening experiences. May all the lessons learned continue to inspire me and motivate me to not make the same mistakes in 2022. Yeah, alright. So on to the next clip where I'll be doing out my vision board as well as my 2022 goals.
So I'll be starting off with my vision board for 2022. The app that I'll be using will be Pinterest, and I'm mainly using Pinterest to source for pictures that I want to include in my vision board for 2022. So, as you can tell, I'm pretty distracted by ENHYPEN and K-pop right now because ENHYPEN just released their comeback. But let's just get back to the task at hand. So the first thing that I search for is actually for some study inspiration because, like I mentioned in the previous clip, that I really want to get back on track on my study. So this will be some things that I want to put in my vision board because it would be part of something that I would like to achieve in 2022. So after I've chosen my study photos, I actually decided to go and take a look at what kind of vision boards people have posted on Pinterest because I actually wasn't very sure about what I should make out of my vision board. So I decided to take some inspiration off of Pinterest about how people made their own vision boards. Yeah, so here are just some inspirations that I found so as to start creating my own vision board. So yeah, let's just get into the time lapse where I find and save all of the photos that I want to use for my vision board. Do note that Pinterest is not the only place you can get inspiration. In this case, I've also gone to YouTube to find some of my favorite channels, for example, Spot Study, and just taking screenshots of their channel because they have been my inspiration to start my YouTube channel as well. So I would like to include that inside my 2022 vision board as well to motivate me to continue creating content for all of you guys since it's something that I really enjoy doing. Moving on, it's time to actually create the vision board itself. So for this, I'm gonna use Canva, and the reason why I'm using Canva is because I feel like it has a lot more templates available. Here I am trying to choose a template, but I had no idea which template to choose. In the end, I just ended up going for the A4 document. Okay, so here we are with the document. The first thing I'll be doing is to import the photos that I would like to put inside as the background for my vision board. So I decided to go with this very beautiful, I don't know how to call it, like quote with a like ombre sun in the middle. Yeah, and here I am just cropping and fitting in the photos that I would like to put. To be honest, I did not know the sizing of each of this, so I actually just YOLO'd my way through this entire process. And it definitely did take me a lot of trial and error to discover what I truly liked. And yeah, one advice I will give to everyone who is also going to be doing their own vision board is just to play around with all of the settings and ultimately just discover what's the best for you, whatever works best for you. This is your vision board and no one else's. It's unique to you alone. This is the way that I have decided to create mine. Maybe it can be some source of inspiration, but I still do hope that you all still find your own styles whenever you are trying to create a vision board for yourself. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the time lapse of me making my vision board for 2022. So after you're done, you can just go ahead and save your design. And here is my final vision board. So right now, I'll just be moving on to creating my 2022 goals setup. I did record this on a different day, and thus there is a change in my layout for my iPad. But once again, I decided that I wanted to do it online because it makes it so much easier for me to gather all my resources, and if I really wanted to print it out, I can. So I decided that I'll be using Canva again. This time I really had a lot of trouble trying to choose a template. I decided to just go with education presentation. Probably wasn't the best template I could have chosen. I should have just chosen A4 again, but this will do for now. So just like my vision board, I'm kind of just trying to find some photos that I've already pre-saved. But honestly, I had no idea where to start. So I just decided to write in 2022 in the search bar, and just to find some, what do you call those? Headers? Yeah, just some headers that I can use to start off this goal spread. So once I found a header that I like, basically I just resize it and place it where I want it to be placed inside the, I don't know, goals sheet thing. And then I also just recolor it into the theme that I would like for this spread. So the theme for the spread is actually going to be green and blue, inspired by ENHYPEN's latest comeback album, Blessed Cursed, where one of their albums are actually the yes, that. So that will be the starting theme for my spread. Yeah, I use this search bar thing a lot because I didn't really know how to design it very well. So Canva has many like already given templates that you can use. So this was just one of them that I tried to find. So I just typed in goals, and then I just found this. And just once again, I just resized it and recolored it to the colors that fit the theme. So once that's done, I just import the photos according to the different genres / categories that I want to achieve. So my first category is academics here, and after I have put it in the desired position that I like, then I start sourcing for some fonts that I could use. I ended up creating a subheading which includes the goals I have for my academics. Yeah, so right now I'm just keying it in. Yep, so right now I'll just be choosing some fonts that I guess fit the theme as well as look aesthetically pleasing to me. Yes. So from now on, I'll just be showing you guys my thought process about how I create this entire spread, because I really don't want to keep slowing down and fast forwarding this entire process. So I'll just let the time lapse run and let you guys just see how I visualize and make my thought process come into life. So once you're satisfied, you can just go ahead and export. And this is my 2022 goals spread. I will always keep you guys updated on whether or not I have actually achieved these goals. Hopefully by the end of 2022, I would say that 2022 would have been a good year, and I wish for all of you to have a very amazing 2022 as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!